got some stuff I need to get off my chest. They asked me how it was in the war.
What up, soldiers? Texas Grown 409, aka the Iraq Veteran Gamer, and this message goes out to all the haters. To all the individuals that call me a baby killer, tell me I should have died in Iraq, and say you're thankful that my ex-girlfriend got killed over there, this is for you. You can hate me if you want, but I'm a true hero. I'm not a hero because I fought in an illegal war. I'm a hero because I explain my experiences in war, and explain that war is evil, so that maybe I can save one person's life, or maybe save them from a life full of hell. Once you leave the combat zone, the war isn't over. I have post-traumatic stress disorder, and I will always hear the gunshots, I will always hear the bombs, I will always have nightmares which cause me to wake up crying and sweating, I will always have anxiety attacks, and most importantly, I will always fight a war that I cannot win. Chronic PTSD is not curable. You just have to learn to cope, and it's hard to cope when you have to fight a whole nother war with all the civilians who hate you just because they don't understand, they don't care to understand. I don't ask for pity, nor do I want pity. I don't ask you to respect me just because I'm a veteran, but I do ask you to respect me because I'm human just like you. Just because we fight in a war doesn't mean we believe in it. 90% of soldiers don't want to go to war, but when the time comes, we man up and do our job, not knowing what war really has to offer. War is facing death every second of every day. To all the people who call us baby killers and say we murder innocent civilians, yes, some soldiers do bad things, but that doesn't mean we all do. Put yourself in our boots. Tell me what you would do in this situation. Say you're driving in a market with hundreds of civilians around, and all of a sudden you get ambushed from 360 degrees, and some of the people shooting at you are kids right around innocent civilians. What do? Do you try to protect your fellow comrades and yourself, and shoot and pray that none of your bullets hit any innocent people? Or do you just let them kill you? Not an easy decision, is it? Especially when you have to make that decision in the blink of an eye. So it's not our fault that innocent civilians die. We are just trying to make it home to our loved ones. Blame the people who are trying to kill us and use innocent civilians as cover. I was over there for 15 months from September 06 to December 07, which will historically be known as the Surge. I was right outside Sadr City in southeast Baghdad, which was the most dangerous place in Iraq. U.S. forces were not allowed in until the Surge happened in late spring of 07. The mission of the Surge was to win the hearts and minds of the Iraqis, since before the Surge we were allowed to shoot up cars that came too close to our convoys and stuff like that. The rules of engagement changed drastically, and we were not allowed to protect ourselves. We could not shoot unless we were shot at first, and even if we were shot at, we weren't supposed to shoot back unless we identified the enemy and physically seen them shooting. So we were pretty much sitting ducks. Imagine a white guy walking in Compton, but can't protect himself until he is shot at. That's what it is like. We were trying to stop the deaths of innocent civilians. I had 2 personal experiences that proves we don't just kill everybody. When we weren't out on mission, we were on guard towers guarding the 75-foot bridge that led to our main gate. Across the street was a gas station that hundreds of Iraqis would be at. One time we got shot at and the bullets whizzed by a few feet from our tower. We didn't just start shooting because we could not identify the shooter. Another incident was on guard duty. We had 3 towers watching the bridge, and all I remember is being in a daze because I was so tired from staying up 2 days and sleeping a couple hours for months on end, without a day off. I came to when I noticed a white van halfway across the bridge. I grabbed my M16 and pointed it towards the vehicle, and as I went to squeeze the trigger, an Iraqi in a white man dress jumped out and was covered in blood. I had the right to kill him since he crossed the kill line, but there was a reason why nobody noticed this vehicle. It was because I was not meant to kill the innocent man in front of his wife and son. I think that is proof enough that we don't just kill everybody. So you can go ahead and judge us, but that just shows your ignorance towards the war, because obviously you don't know what war is like. So let's try to stop Vietnam from happening all over again. Just because it's unpopular war doesn't mean we have to be unpopular. But to the ones who are still going to hate, I want you to do this. The next soldier or veteran you see, go up to them and tell them they are baby killers and that they should have died. I'm 100% sure you will not do this. If I remember correctly, just a few years ago, when they still showed the war on TV every day, Americans were screaming that they support the troops. But now since they don't show anything about the war, it's like we don't even exist anymore. Where did all the support go? The war doesn't end for us, so we could still use y'all's support. Telling a veteran or a soldier welcome home could save his life. 18 veterans commit suicide every month, and a majority of the homeless are veterans. So think of that next time you decide to pick on the homeless. Things need to change, and only you can help make that happen. Even if you don't support the wars, please support us. Texas Grown 409, aka the Iraq Veteran Gamer, is out.